What's going on, guys? Sage here, back with another BT6 deck profile. Today I'm bringing you my Nokia Gabumon Bonds of Friendship deck. This deck's real fun. This deck's actually really nice. One of the best decks coming out of BT6. Now, I'm just going to say you don't necessarily need to play Nokia in this list, but it's something I've been testing out and having a lot of fun. Has some cool interactions, but definitely not needed. But we'll go into the deck profile, and I'll explain as we go. Okay, starting off with the Digitama, we're just playing the 4 Upamon. Not playing a 5th one or anything. This is just a draw engine. So if you don't know what this does, when attacking once per turn, if your opponent has a Digimon with no G-Evolution cards in play, trigger, draw 1 card. So this actually comes up a lot in this format currently. With the Mirror Match, it comes up. Security Control, 3 Musketeers. Even Jesmon, where they leave a lot of Systemons on the field. Actually, this comes up a lot. So it's really good draw engine. Usually always get this off. So yeah, that is it for the Digitama. Alright guys, getting into the rookies, we're going to start off with the non-Gabumon cards first. So we have 4 Stravimon. This is actually the only card that isn't Gabumon in the deck when it comes to rookies. If you don't know what this does, on play for the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon with Hybrid in his form and or 1 Blue Tamer. It's a really good consistency card. We are playing a Hybrid engine. So missing with this it's unlikely. It does happen, but it's definitely more likely to hit this than not. So really good consistency card. Definitely be playing 4 of these if you're playing the Hybrid engine, that is. I should probably put these better in frame. There we go. Then we have the Gabumon. So we have 4 of the new one from the BT6. Really good. So if you don't know what this does, all turns once per turn when you play Tamer with Matt, Ashita in his name, gain 1 memory. This is really relevant when they're attacking security. So since you have Hammer Spark and Matt, if they're both in security and this is on the field, you can potentially gain 3 memory ending the turn. So really cool. Not always going to happen, of course, but definitely a thing to consider when you're playing the deck, knowing that is a possibility. So hard playing this, and if you feel like you might die, like against Jesmon or something, you could possibly end the turn. So it's kind of cool. And then also inherit when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon is Gabumon Bonds of Friendship, you may unsuspend it, making it attack up to 3 times, which is crazy. And then the next ones we are playing for Gabumon. This is just the draw card one. Nothing too crazy about this one. Don't want to explain too much. The next one we're actually testing out. So there's a few Gabumons. I think there's a new one in the new structure deck as well that we'll have to check out as well. But for now, we're playing 2 of the ones from BT5. So what this one does is just reveal top 3 cards, add a Garurumon. We're not playing Omnimon, so it's irrelevant. So adding Garurumon, I think we're only playing a total of 6 with Kendo and Ancient Garurumon. So you don't want to hard play this as much unless you absolutely want Ancient Garurumon in your hand or Kendo Garurumon for whatever reason. So you don't play it as much. It's just there. That's why I'm not maxing out on it. You could max out on it for name, but I don't really want to play it just because it's not optional. You kind of have to activate it. So we're just playing 2, and then we are playing 2 of the new Gabumon from the Dash Pack. If you don't know what this does, on play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 Tamer card among them. So this card's actually really nice. Playing Nokia as well, it means that we can also grab that if we don't happen to hit one of the blue Tamers. So really nice. Hitting 5 as well. Again, not maxing out on this because missing or putting Bonds of Friendship on the bottom of the deck sucks a lot. So unless you already have the cards you need in your hand, then you can activate this and it's fine. But definitely think about that when you're playing it. You don't want to kind of lose cards. They go to the bottom. You know they're there, but like you might die before you get that far. Very rare times do you ever get like all the way to the bottom of the deck where you see the cards you put at the bottom. Unless you resolve a lot. Maybe it's a strategy you're going for. It's possible. But for my games, hasn't really come up. Going forward, actually, there's 2 rookies I want to talk about real quick. I'm not playing these, by the way. These are just ones that I might play in the future. So I'm not going to pronounce the names because I'm going to butcher them. But this one's kind of cool. So opponent's turn, your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. So pretty good in the mirror, actually. Makes it so they can't cheat out the Ancient Garurumon. And with Nokia, Ancient Garurumon's actually free. So when using a Lotmon to go into it, which is the only way you actually play it. So that's kind of cool to think about if you start seeing a lot of the mirror. Definitely consider that. And then we have this one. Your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamers. Security Control, play some new Tamer, or sorry, some new option card that has delay, and then they gain 3 memory, I think. So this card comes up a lot. Again, if you're expecting to invest a lot of Security Control, it's just something to think about. Even both of these are good in the mirror as well. So I wouldn't play both because you want to see Gabumons a lot. But definitely playing one of them at 2 is definitely something you could potentially think about in the future. It just depends on the meta. But I thought it was kind of relevant to bring up. But anyway, that is it for the rookies. Going into level 4s now, we have 4 of the promo Lobomons. This card is crucial for this deck. So pretty much when you go into Ancient Garurumon, you can go in for a cost of 1, and then if you have Nokia on the field, you can go in for 0. Very, very good. This is how you're going to be doing a lot of your big swings into security. And then you're going to use Bonds of Friendship pretty much to finish them off. Sometimes you don't even need Bonds of Friendship, and this engine is just enough. But very, very crucial for the deck. If you don't have these, definitely pick them up if you're looking to build Gabumon Bonds of Friendship. You don't need to play the hybrid variant. I do think it's the best variant though. But again, player preference. But definitely pick these up if you're looking to play the hybrid build. Then we just have the 4 of the regular Lobomons. You play a lot of Tamers, so it's just good to max out on this. Also, just hybrid names is very important. Yeah, just like, you can just steal wins. Like, I've had a lot of games where I've just dropped 2 of these onto Matt and what the hell is it called? Matt and Davis. There we go. Had to look it up. Could not remember his name for the life of me. You can put these on Matt and Davis and just go in. Cheeky wins there. Really good card. And then the final 2 is actually 2 of the Kendo Garurumons. So with Nokia on the field, these do cost 2, possibly 1, depending how many you have on the field. But really, they're just here for names. When Ancient Garurumon dies, which we'll get into in just a moment, you can summon this from hand. So this is just really this there for a name. It's not the best by any means. Costing 3 kind of sucks. It's only really good with Nokia on the field. But again, it's just names, so we're just playing them. And that is it for the level 4s. We're not playing any level 5, so we'll go straight into the level 6s now. We are starting off with 4 of the big dog, the Ancient Garurumon. This is one of your best cards in the deck. Arguably better than Bonds of Friendship, possibly. I apologize for the lighting there. If you don't know what this card does, so when attacking once per turn, you may unsuspend up to 2 of your Digimon with Garurumon in their names or hybrid in their forms. So really, really good. So you can get 2 attacks on, possibly more if you've attacked into security with like a Lobomon. It lives, then you attack with this, unsuspend it, unsuspend this. And then on deletion, you may play one blue level 4 lower Digimon with hybrid in its form from your hand without paying its memory cost. So as I said, with the Kendo Garurumon, it's just there for a name. You just want to always have something on the field so you can keep putting pressure on the security. Because this thing is going to die at the end of the turn. So just the pressure on security is very, very important. So this card is very, very good. I've tried it at 3. Definitely needs to be maxed out. So definitely play that one at 4. And then the big bad right now, we have 4 of the Gabumon Bonds of Friendship. This card is insane. Crazy, crazy card. If you don't know what this one does, when attacking once per turn, if you have a Tamer in play, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So it can attack twice by itself if you have a Tamer in play. And then if you have the new BT6 Gabumon under it, you're attacking 3 times. So very, very strong. Very, very good. And then when attacking, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck, trash all Digivolutions. So unless they have a 6 on the field and they just have like something else, you're just throwing everything back to the deck. Really, really good. Blockers on the field, no problem. Spin them back to the deck. This card is absolutely insane. Just crazy. Great finisher. Just a great card to clear the field if you have to. Just overall a very, very crazy card. But that is it for the level 6s and 7s. Going into the Tamers now, we have, of course, 4 Matt Ashida. This is your best Tamer in the deck. I have actually seen people play this at 3. Don't know why. I feel like you have to max this out. Unless you're playing like a small Gabumon engine, then that would make sense. But I think for the pure variants or even the hybrid variants, definitely max this one out. So if you don't know what this does, your turn, when one of your Digimon with Gabumon or Garurumon in its name moves from the breeding area to the battle area, gain 1 memory, draw 1 card. This does stack, so if you have multiples, you can draw multiple cards, gain multiple memory. And then main, once per turn, Digivolve your Gabumon into Garurumon, Bonds of Friendship in your hand for its Digivolution cost. Ignoring its level, and if you do, trash the top 2 cards of your security. Then if you have 1 or more security, delete that Digimon at the end of the turn. So, as I said, you don't usually go into this unless you're winning the game. Sometimes you do have to clear the board, so you will go into it early. But overall, this card is just crazy, even just by itself without the main effect. Just drawing a card and gaining memory just when you move a Gabumon is absolutely insane. This card is very, very strong. Its counterpart, Tai, is also really, really strong. I think Gabumon is just a better card overall, or has better cards to work with, I guess, I should say, because I do like the Agumon one a lot. It's just that I think the Gabumon stuff with the hybrid stuff is just overall stronger. And then we have, of course, 3 Davis. I forgot your name earlier, buddy. I apologize. But yeah, this guy is really, really good. So study your turn. Go to 3 memory, really, really nice. And then on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a blue or green. We're not playing green, so we're just adding blue to our hand. Any blue Digimon, really, really good. It's pretty much how you're going to get Ancient Garurumon if you don't already have it in your hand. So a very, very good card. I could see you playing 4 of this. I personally like 3 just because I'm playing Nokia, and I'm playing a lot of Tamers. So I think 4 of this might get a little too crazy. And as mentioned, we are playing Nokia. We're playing 3 of this. I'm kind of unsure about this card. It's good. I don't think it's needed, but it definitely is good. It's actually, I found its best role for me personally is when it's hidden security. Like you play this out, you summon a Gabumon from your hand, and then you got a Gabumon for next turn. Like that's like ready to attack and stuff. Like it's really, really good in that sense. Hard playing this kind of sucks, especially if you don't have a Gabumon in your hand. It feels real bad. But putting Ancient Garurumon to 0 is really, really nice, but I don't know if it's worth it. I have been testing a build that actually, it dropped this stuff, and it played actually 2 ties and 2 delicate plans, just for the security control matchup. The matchup's absolutely crazy. But I have a lot of lists in mind for this deck. This deck's one of those decks where you can actually play a little bit of spice in there, because the engine kind of does its thing, and then there's like a few flex spots. So I really like that about this deck. So I'm still just fiddling around with it. Obviously, the structure deck's coming out soon, so the deck's going to change again. There's a few new cards I want to test out. I think even possibly a new Gabumon, I haven't really looked too far into it. I just know like the key cards in the set. But definitely show you a deck profile about that in the future. But yeah, overall, test this out. It's good. It might get a little too bricky. It's not the best, but it's definitely fun. Definitely a very fun card to play with. And same goes within the Agumon decks, or like the Agumon tribal decks and stuff. Like this card's definitely really good there. But yeah, that is it for the Tamers, and let's go into the options. So options now, we just have the 3 Hammer Spark. You can max this out if you want. I just like the 3. Then we have 2 of the Howling Memory Boost. I actually really like this card. I'm going forward, I'm definitely going to always play 1 of this. I like it enough to always play 1. But with the new Memory Boosters coming in, the structure decks, you definitely want to play at least 2 of them. So you're going to have to drop 1 of these. Don't know what the other card is. It might be the next option I'm about to show you. Definitely think you need to play at least 3 Hammer Sparks. But yeah, I actually like this card a lot. So if you don't know what it does, main trash the 2 Digivolution cards on the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. So really important. Not even the trashing thing, just making so something can't attack or block is crucial. And then main is just delay, and you can gain to memory. So also really good, but it's just a really cool card. I really like this card a lot. It's has a lot of versatility. I really like it. I'm actually a big fan of this card. So definitely going to keep like 1 in the deck going forward. And the last one is kind of just like a random throw in, but we're playing the Crocodile's Breath. It's just like a board clear. There's a lot of like random cards, like level 6s. They kind of get annoying, so just like kind of spinning them, get rid of the problems, kind of nice. There's that, I can't remember the top of my head, but security control play it. When you move up from security, you lose like 3 security attack. The last form of Redamon. That's kind of annoying, so this card just deals with that as well. There's just a few cards that security control play, even like pure black decks play, that just kind of make it a little bit difficult. So this is just a good board clear. Not a board clear, but just a spot removal, and I like it. Again, might drop it in the future for like a memory boost from the structure deck, but again, we'll see. I'm still testing stuff, but that is it for the options and the main deck. So as I throw my cards everywhere. Hope you guys did enjoy this deck profile. I'm actually having a lot of fun testing the BT6 meta. This meta is actually really nice. I really, really enjoy it. There's a lot of cool decks to play, a lot of different decks to play. And this deck is definitely one of them. I like the flex box you can play. It does get a little bricky from times. You are playing a lot of Tamers. Even without, I guess you could drop Nokia, boost up a little bit of a consistency. And obviously the memory boost from the structure decks definitely will add a lot of consistency as well. But that is my list. That's a list I'm testing at the moment. Well, I'm testing a lot of lists, but that's just one of the lists I'm testing. What do you guys think? What are you guys testing? Any spice you guys are playing? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think other things I could play in this deck. I have a lot of ideas, but I might not have thought of something, so let me know, and I'll let you know if I have tested it, haven't tested it. But either way, again, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me get to 10k subs, trying to get there by the end of the year. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. So without further ado, have a good day and peace out.